Hi guys, in today's video I'm going to be doing a breakdown of some Forex pairs, just the currencies that I trade, so EURUSD, EURGPY and USD CAD, and I might touch on gold as well if I've still got some time. I'm going to try and keep this within less than 10 minutes so you actually watch it. First of all, this is just a follow-up from my last video, so if you haven't seen it, make sure you watch it. I showed you how to take a trade on Bitcoin on an intraday time frame and also the long-term perspective. So if you remember in the video, I took a trade here and I showed you this would have been your TP1, TP2 at this H4 level. If you go to daily time frame, you can see price went all the way. Remember, price travels from resistance to support and support to resistance, so you'll always see it go to these levels. The reason why I'm showing you this is because look at the accuracy. We entered a trade here and it went all the way down to this level here, which is the daily support. You'll also see there's a massive wick, so sellers try to push the price down even further and it touched the weekly support as well. So that's how accurate your support and resistance levels can be. You'll see here it came all the way down to the weekly support and it's going back up. So my method works, it's 70% accurate, and that's all you need. So yeah, I just want to show you how easy your analysis can be and how you can manage it throughout the day. So let's get started on EURUSD. Start on the weekly time frame. Always start on the weekly. I'll start from scratch. So remember, you always want your support and resistance levels on a weekly. These are where your price changes direction. So we need to identify higher highs and higher lows. This is where price changes direction from bullish to bearish. So you can clearly see here is a change of area where price change from bullish to bearish, a green candlestick to a red. Price change direction, so you could say there's a level here. Also there's a level here where price change from bullish to bearish. Here price change from bullish to bearish as well, twice, and it's kind of made a double top formation as well. Retesting the resistance twice, so you can easily see that there is a level here for sure. And then lastly, here where current price action is, you could obviously retrace further up before going down. So you can see these are your weekly resistance. Now if we want to find your weekly support, this is where price changes from bearish to bullish, where price has made a higher low. So here you can see price made a higher low. Here it changed direction, here it changed direction, and also here as well you've got a lot of noise within a range. You can see there's a resistance here, but the level that I like the most is this one. You can see it's respected it once, twice, maybe 3 times. Then obviously here it broke through, had a fake out, and it's gone back up. So I'd like to have that as my weekly support. But what you could do, you could just drag it here, because this is the latest lower low. So that's what I'll do. So now you can see that I've got my 2 levels. You can see price has moved in between these levels since January 2023. So almost over a year now. So I'll go ahead and mark these weekly support and resistance levels, which is here and here. So if price comes here, we expect it to go here. If price comes close to this level, we expect it to go down. So now what we want to do, we want to trap the price on a smaller time frame each time, and then that'll allow us to take a trade. So that's your weekly support and resistance done. If you go to daily time frame, this is where each candlestick represents 1 day of price action. So again, we can see we are in an uptrend here. Price made a higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. It then broke the previous higher low, so you could say it's made a lower low. Price could potentially go down from here. However, it then went back up and made another higher high. Can you see every time it's respecting these trend levels as well? So you can see it's an uptrend. So as you can see from here, we expect it to go here, make a higher low, higher high here, and then from here we'd probably expect it to go down to this level. So let's go ahead and draw that more accurately. So first of all, let's draw the trend lines so it makes it easy to visualize where price can go next. Just like that. Then you want your support and resistance levels, so get the rectangle tool out here and draw your higher lows and higher highs. So a price change direction from bearish to bullish, from bearish to bullish, red candlestick to a green, change direction, so that's your high low. Same here, change direction, high low. If you want your higher high, that would be here, like so. And as you can see, price currently broke it, so to update the level, you could have this as your most recent higher high. So price will be moving in between these levels. Now that we've done that, we can go to a smaller time frame. Go to a H4. This is where each candlestick represents 4 hours of price action. Again, we're just repeating the process once again. Determine your high low and your higher high, which is these levels here. Once you've done that, get the rectangle tool out and change the color so you know what zone it is. So I like my H4 in yellow, but you can have it any color you like. And this would be the most recent high. So I know on a H4 time frame, price can move from these levels as so. Here you get into a range where it'll break out and then go down. That's what we can expect anyway. As you can see, I'll just show you on a H4 time frame. You always want to look at your primary analysis is always the candlesticks, always a price action, but you can use secondary indicators, for example the RSI, which I have on the chart here. So if you look at RSI, anything above 70 shows that it's overbought and it'll be going down, and anything under 30 suggests that's oversold. So from here you can expect a reversal and it'll go up. So as you can see here, where you could have took a sell trade, which was Thursday afternoon, Friday afternoon as well, you could make a double top formation, could have took a sell trade on this H4 candlestick. And also if you look here at the RSI, you can see here it was at this point in time. So you can see it's over the 70, which suggests that stock or the currency is overbought, which indicates that it will be going down from this direction. And as you can see, the indicator tells you that it's going to go down from here, and the price action did that exactly. So that's how you can use RSI to coincide with your analysis. But remember, these are secondary indicators. Your primary analysis is the candlesticks, is the levels, and the price action. If you then go to a H4 time frame, that is your intraday trading levels. Today, this is currently today's price action. You can see I've put breakers on my chart, so these split up every trading day. So here you can see this was Friday, this was Monday, sorry, today's Tuesday, this was Friday, this was Thursday. So before the trading session opens, before 8 o'clock in the morning, you should identify your levels for the previous day's price action. So we're not looking at this price action at the moment, we're looking at the previous day's price action, which is here. And then from here we can determine our higher low, we can determine the trend, which is downwards, and then you can determine your lower lows and lower highs. So here's your lower low, lower high, that is a level here, and here's your lower low. There you go. So you know for the following day, these are going to be your levels. Here's your H1 resistance, here's your H1 support. Price will move in between these levels for the next day, and when it's close to here we can buy to go up, when it's close to here we can sell to go down. Simple as that. So now let's go ahead and mark that chart. So get the rectangle tool out. here is your lower low on a H1. You can change it any color you like. I like my levels on a weekly, sorry, H1 to be blue. And here is your H1 resistance. So price will be moving in between these levels. When price comes to this level, which is a support region, we will enter a buy trade. So if I like this candlestick now, I'd enter a buy trade to this level. My stop loss would be under here, so I'm risking 40 pips to make 79. It's quite a large stop loss. I only like to have a stop loss of around 10 to 15 pips, so we'll see if we can break that down further even more. So that's how you trade Euro USD. Break top to bottom breakdown analysis from the weekly to the daily, the H4 to the H1. Now if you want to just say we're going to enter on this candlestick, if you want to enter, you can see it's currently pulling back. So when price pulls back to somewhere here, I'll enter a trade, and I can reduce my stop loss then as well to like 15 pips, to something like that. So then my risk to reward ratio, I'm risking 26 pips, which is still a lot if you're trading £1 a pip. So I'm risking £130 to win £1,000. So that's a risk to reward ratio of 7.9. So anything above 3 is a really good trade. 1 to 2 is not good. That's like 50-50. It's not great. I wouldn't really take a trade. If it's 1 to 3 or more, then I would take a trade. So I'm just gonna wait and see how this price action plays out. Once it comes in this box here, that is my area of interest, I will then take a buy trade. But yeah guys, I hope you enjoyed that analysis. I won't do another currency because this video's now gone over 10 minutes. This is how you trade Euro USD, and it's how to do top to bottom analysis. If you have any questions, or if you have any currencies or commodities, even crypto that you want me to analyze, let me know. Like, share and subscribe. Peace.